tips on how you identify when you're feeling stressed. And there's a number of tips I could probably go through, but the ones that I think come up really increasingly would be lack of sleep, food, either overeating or undereating, not just being muddled thoughts. You know, when you feel really tired and you just, in terms of your cognition, you're not able to think straight. Having lack of activities in terms of physical exercise, or a decrease in motivation or physical activities. Procrastination, just avoiding. I'm very good at that. When I'm feeling really stressed, I often want to avoid things. And my go-to is taking myself to bed, and that's when I tend to know that I am not coping very well with the world. Substance use, and I think that's kind of an interesting one. For some people, you rely more heavily when you're feeling stressed on alcohol or substance use or other things. Food is another thing. I might tend to kind of binge a bit more when I'm feeling more stressed. So all these things are some of the indicators, not all of them, but some of the indicators that we're feeling overwhelmed. And yes, I believe that we can do something about it. One of the quickest ways of doing things is just to talk to someone, just to acknowledge that you've got a problem and just to have a chat with someone, whether that's a friend, whether that's a family member, whether that's your GP or your doctor or a mental health expert. You know, just have a chat, just recognize that there is a problem. Now, I'm not saying that all stress is really bad for us, because it's not. Actually, we do need stress to kind of motivate us. It's not a bad thing to kind of have a variety of conditions and feelings within our body that gets us going in life, helps us to kind of identify good and bad things that are happening or we're thinking about internally. But we can do something about it. Breaking the task down to smaller activities. Recognizing what is ours to control and what is external. So we might not be able to control what's going on externally for us, but we can take responsibility for the things that are important to us that we can do. And sometimes that doesn't always feel that way. With the alcohol, it's noticing, okay, when do I have a problem? When does alcohol become something that's nice to do, or something that is really taking me away from the problems that I need to solve? I think solving a problem, recognizing that we can actually solve a problem. And often when we kind of think about the solutions, so we're opening up our thinking, we can actually kind of feel less stress. And if you can't do anything, just take a breath. Take some time in nature. Sit down somewhere at home. Detach ourselves from social media and all the noises that we get at the moment, and be comfortable in our own thoughts, but not hang on to them as if that's the only way of looking at life.